All right, I just finished watching Peacemaker, the newest episode. I forgot maybe it's the thing. Um, James Gunn is amazing. I'm about to say he's amazing. But I don't. I'm not over. I'm James Gunn. He's awesome. He is awesome. But sometimes the episodes do take me out. Like I'm not a big fan of like too much comedy. I like more of a balanced quality, and so. But I understand Peacemaker is more. I understand the type of show it is, so I forgive it for a lot of the comedy, even if it doesn't always work for me. But what I will say is this episode I'm watching it and I'm like, I was enjoying it, and I felt like I was watching it. I don't know what it was waiting for, but I just felt like I don't know, like I don't know. I just felt because I was saying let's leave. Pretty much, I wouldn't be mad if the series ended and Chris ends up staying in a different universe. I thought that might be interesting. But I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. So I don't know. If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. But it's interesting because I didn't notice. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice what they were alluding to. Obviously sometimes, certain shows and certain movies even you watch and, it's only a particular set of people because, that's normally the time frame or maybe that area, you know what I mean? That's just how it is sometimes in certain movies. So I was like, all right, I wasn't really thinking too much of it. Maybe if it was a whole season, maybe not a whole season, maybe if it was like, I don't know, maybe if I seen like him in that world for like, maybe like 3 episodes, maybe, I don't know. But I didn't realize it, and yeah. So I don't know, maybe I should have clocked that. But it was pretty yeah, the ending was funny, and it did make me go like, whoa, I do want to see more. I do want to see more this season. I thought that he was gonna stay. I wasn't gonna be surprised if he stayed, but now that this happened, I don't think he's gonna stay. So I mean, I hope not. But so interested to seeing the newer episodes, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself with this. I do think that the heartfelt moment between him and Harcourt was pretty interesting there, and I like that she didn't I like that she's not bowing down to his ultimatum, because I feel like that's messed up. There shouldn't be an ultimatum. He shouldn't have to come back just to be with her. Like this, I feel like nah. So he needs to grow up, and I think that I don't want her to be with him just because he's like begging her. I feel like the dynamics is so off right now. So, and Chris is a cool guy. He's super in his feelings right now, Mr. Peacemaker. So he needs to chill out. But I think that I hope the series ends with him kind of coming to terms with Harcourt not being ready, and him and her just being friends, and maybe him like going on like a different journey with someone else, or finding a romantic way like away from her for a little bit. Because right now, like Harcourt, she's not giving him that. She's not reciprocating. So I feel like we need to show Peacemaker growing and understanding, like, you can't force it. If you gotta force it, then that's not the way. So I want them to really do some type of growth with him before the end of the season, as far as him maybe stepping away from Harcourt and learning, it's not time yet. She shows that she cares, but it's just not time yet. And I think that would be great to see that type of growth of this character if they do it, because they already showed there's a lot of emotion between them when they had this exchange and then this universe. And I never really seen that real chemistry between them, stuff like that. I thought the love angle kind of came out of nowhere, but if they're gonna go in this direction, now I'm starting to be more on board with it if they keep having them have these emotional interactions. But what I don't want is for Harcourt to give in to his kind of ultimatum and just be with him just so he could come back. But like I said, as of what just happened at the end of this episode, I don't think that Peacemaker is gonna stay in the universe. We'll see, but I don't think he will. If he does, like I said, I'll be very surprised. But I don't think he will. And I don't know what's gonna happen to Adebayo. She's running in the streets. I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. That's crazy. And then also, how am I forgetting? Wow, almost forgot. So there's a huge cameo in this episode, and I was smiling. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm normally a person like, when I like Star Wars shows do this a lot, where they bring people into movies and it gets so like tiresome. But I think because this is the first time that Peacemaker has done this. I mean, they did something at the end of the first season, which was just tiny bit. It was a trickle. It was just something to get people a little bit excited. But this was like a full like little scene with someone. So as long as they don't rely on doing types, as long as it makes sense. Like this makes sense with the story, and I actually enjoyed the presence of this character, and it was awesome. It was awesome seeing him again, and yeah, so looking forward to seeing what happens more, and I'm curious how is this gonna tie up, and yeah, that's my review. Take care, spread love and light, and you guys, you know, check it out, and enjoy your universe. And if you have some hard quirks in your life, you know, sometimes you gotta give people space and don't force it like Mr. Chris. So hopefully that's what I really want them to focus on. I want them to have Peacemaker go through an arc where maybe he grows up a little bit. He kind of sees, because you can't force stuff. So I don't want it to be forced towards the end, him and hardcore. So hopefully they come together in a natural way. But yeah, this is my review. Take care, spread love and light, and let's go.